Good morning. Tracy Gary coming at you live from Shawnee, Kansas. It's Thursday. Whoop, whoop. We're getting closer to Friday. Oh, how are you today? Let me know if you are tuning in. Is this the first time that you've tuned in to one of my lives? If it is, drop me a 1. If it's not, drop me a 2. And thank you for tuning in. Okay, so today I titled this, What Would You Do If You Won the Lottery? And I actually titled it that way for a couple of reasons. One, obviously, if you've followed anything, news, social media, talked to people, you probably know that the Powerball was up to, I want to say it was like, was it 700 and some million? I don't know. It was up there. And it seems like a couple times a year anyway, it gets up around 300, 400, 500 million. So I know I didn't win. Well, first of all, I know I didn't win because I actually didn't buy a ticket. I usually do, but I didn't. Also, I think I saw the winner was out of Massachusetts. So, but that doesn't mean there aren't other winners. But that was one reason I titled it this way, because I do want to talk about money. But the other reason is I actually saw probably 2 or 3 different chains on different people's Facebook page. So under a post, I saw a couple different people had some chains of communication going on about money. And so that's what I wanted to talk about, is about money and how you feel about money. So there are some people that believe that having money is bad, it's evil, and the people that have money are manipulative and bad, and that they didn't get their money in a fair manner and they cheat people and all of that. And then there's another camp of people that know that most of the time people that have money because they worked their ass off, or they had a great idea, or they invented something, ran a successful business, worked really hard for it. And so that's what I want to talk about a little bit, is how do you feel about money? And I know this could get a little bit dicey, but how do you feel about money? And did you know that the way that you feel about money is likely producing the results you get when it comes to money? So if you have ill feelings toward money, and you have ill feelings toward people that have wealth and have money, guess what? Chances are you are not going to have money. And that's an important thing to think about. Because so I asked the question, what would you do if you won the lottery? And I'll tell you what, most of the time when you ask people that question, the first several things that they rattle off are, I would help my family, I would donate to this or that charity, I would pay off my bills. Then they get into things like, I would buy a new house, I would buy a new car, I would go on vacation, I'd travel the world. But the first things that usually come to mind is who they can help. So if you have a lot of money, or if somebody has a lot of money and they are helping others with that money, how is that money bad? How is that person bad? I'll tell you, for me personally, I definitely, my husband and I, we have charities that we support. We set aside a certain amount of money every single year, and we donate to those charities. We also set aside some money so that as other things come up where people need, we try to make sure that we have something set aside that we can help. And so if I won the lottery, I would absolutely, and I know exactly what charities I would give it to, and I know exactly what reason. So you've heard me talk about Turpentine Creek. You've heard me talk about how they have enclosures for the animals, the big cats, the bears, all the animals that they have. They build enclosures so that those animals can have an experience that is much more like a natural environment. So if I won the lottery, that would definitely be where a chunk of the money would go. I would donate it to them so that they could build more enclosures for the animals. I would help other charities. I would help family. And so I have a very specific mindset around money, that money is not bad at all, money is good, and the more money I have, the more people I can help. And so it's important for you to think about it that way, really for a couple of reasons. One, it will change your attitude toward money, which will change your outcome when it comes to money. And the second reason is it changes the way you look at people that you perceive have money. And that's important as well, because you may be perceiving that somebody has money and they don't. It might just be the way that they act, but the reality is, does it matter? Okay, so that's it for today. You may have seen Bear jump behind. He's getting a drink. Okay, so if you got value out of this, drop me a comment. Let me know if you are. If you haven't checked out my website, I have some different posts that I talk a little bit more about money, and every once in a while I'll throw other posts out there about the whole concept of how you feel about money and how it attracts or makes you not attract money. So check that out, www.tracygary.com. Also, if you think someone else would get value out of this, please feel free to share it with them. I would appreciate that as well. It is Thursday, so go out there, have a fantastic day, be bold, be confident, have fun, and I'll talk to you tomorrow, and it'll be Friday. Maybe we'll do like a little Friday dance tomorrow. All right, have a great one. Bye-bye.